that. Rick Roman,
Look
chef.
at that.
Not only are we going to New York, we are going to the famous Carnegie Deli since 1937 in New York City, right across from Carnegie Hall, 2 blocks from Central Park. Lines out the door
That's right.
for the corned beef sandwiches.
That's right.
Now delivered directly to your home. No airfare, no hotels, no lines, none of the hustle and bustle. Carnegie Deli at your own house. This is unbelievable. So unbelievable that this sold out in its debut just this past March, and it is now just back in stock. This is the Carnegie Deli. 3 12-ounce packs of your corned beef. So 1, 2, 3, 12 ounce, 12 ounce, 12 ounce. Plus you get the famous mustard. Plus you get the seeded rye bread.
Oh.
And that's just what puts it over the top and gives you the true experience. $109.98 makes 9+ sandwiches, and like big sandwiches, $22 on an Easy Pay. That Easy Pay goes away at the end of the day. I'm super excited about this. I grew up going to delis. It's one of my favorite things. I crave it. If I don't have it long enough, I have to have it.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that it's right here, Chef, is amazing.
And you said it, it's an iconic institution, Carnegie. If you went to New York just to see a show or on business or travel, you had to go to the Carnegie Deli.
Yes.
I mean, if you were nobody unless you went to the Carnegie Deli. Lines out the door, and you just said it, one of those things they're known for is that corned beef. And this is that same recipe since 1937. Hand trimmed, just enough of that beautiful meat candy and that fat left on, and then it's slowly cooked. And right here, we're warming some up, okay? And what I love about it is the corned beef was really one of those specialties at the deli, piled high, those sandwiches that you thought about all day. And you can smell the gorgeous aromas here in the studio.
So
and look at how
savory.
this is just razor thin cut, so it stacks beautiful on the sandwich. You said it comes with that mustard. It's like a spicy brown mustard.
Oh, yeah.
And you want to talk about the most delicious corned beef sandwich, and you're talking about taking a trip in time. Really, what we used to do as kids and what we loved, and you know, the Parker family did it right, keeping that same recipe, and you can see all that juiciness in this beautiful, gorgeous corned beef. And you know what? Put it on that rye bread, and I want to let you take a taste of this.
I want
I'm
to.
going to hand this over to you, and you're going to see those juices are going to be dripping down. I'm going to have a little bite with you.
All right.
See what you think. Whoop. There we go.
Cheers.
Come on. Come on.
That's so good.
And you know what? That we talk about the meat candy, just the right amount of marbling and trimmed just enough so it melts in your mouth. It's juicy, the richness of the flavor. That classic recipe from 1937.
It has to be
oh
on
my gosh.
this rye bread.
Oh my gosh.
If you're gonna do it right, you do it on this rye bread. You can do it like a panini style. You can go Reuben style with a Russian dressing, Swiss cheese, sauerkraut. You know what? I'm telling you right now, all I need are like half sour pickles and cabbage soup, and I'm like in absolute deli heaven right over here.
And that shot right there, it's just like when you went into the Carnegie Deli. You know, you cut that sandwich in half. It was stacked high. You had to really stretch your mouth to take that bite of it. It's why there was lines around the block. It's why people know of Carnegie Deli, and why when they visit in New York, this is a place we have to stop. You know, I owned a restaurant and catering business.
Right.
In my mind, it's one of the iconic food establishments.
Right.
It's Americana, you know, part of the history of our food, you know, in this country.
I'm from Southern California. We have some great delis out there. But even being from there, I knew exactly who the Carnegie Deli was.
That's right.
That's the gold standard. When you want that deli food, and when you think of a deli Sammy, you think about the corned beef sandwich. Now, is this done in a brisket? Do I have that correct?
This is a
What
brisket,
this?
okay? Now, unlike maybe some other people, this is that true brisket that's hand trimmed, but just enough of that beautiful meat candy, that little bit of marbleization, and that melts down and creates that juicy flavor. And you can do anything with this. You can put a little coleslaw, a little Swiss cheese, you name it, stack it high, put a little of that mustard on that we talked about. That comes with, and this is a spicy brown mustard, so it gives you that nice kick of flavor to go with it. And this is just, to me, a sandwich that you could only get when you used to go to the Carnegie Deli, but guess what? Now you have it in your home, and look at the juiciness of them. You can see how gorgeous and how thinly sliced that corned beef is. I gotta tell you, this is melt in your mouth. This takes me back in time. I remember when I was a kid going into the city. We would go to the deli. I would think, I'm from New Jersey.
Okay.
We used to go into the city, and when we went there, I could think about the smells and the taste of the corned beef. This is the sandwich I would think about all day. And this is like getting right into your
I'm
house.
telling you, it's gold standard. So I so how many sandwiches are we think we're making? How many did you say?
9 to 12 sandwiches.
9 to
9
12.
generous sandwiches. Sandwiches that you would pay probably $20+
So I did a
for
little
in the city.
mathy math
Yeah,
on
yeah.
my little calculator. I'm going off of 9 sandwiches, and you get probably more than 9 sandwiches.
Yeah.
It works out to be like $12 a sandwich.
Yeah.
But then I went to the Carnegie menu.
Exactly. What is it?
And that was nearly $20
Exactly.
a sandwich.
Exactly.
So just saying, now you're also not paying for airfare or a
No.
hotel stay or a show or waiting in line all day long to get in. You are getting the real authentic taste.
And here's the great thing. It comes to you, yeah, please have another bite. That's with the Swiss cheese. It comes
You were
to
making this girl so happy.
It comes to you vacuum packed into 3 12-ounce
Okay.
packages. You take that package and you can just drop it in simmering water and warm it up, and then cut the package open and take it out. So you don't have to cook it. You're literally just gently warming this up, and then it's sandwiches. You could put it on, do kind of an Irish salad like we did here. Beautiful way to use it, and then it's your choice.
Makes
Russian
me so happy.
Oh yeah,
You
coleslaw,
have no
Russian
idea.
dressing. And
This makes me so happy. We are getting limited. Just remember, we're just eating. Forgetting that we're working, we're just eating. And
Oh my
just
God.
having that real deli moment of just hanging out with your bestie, eating some corned beef sandwiches. Look, we're getting limited. They just came back into stock. They sold out in its debut back in March. Now, today we started with 600. And 200 remain. Your item number is M96177. While you're thinking about, when it's getting a little chillier outside, you want something that's warm and hearty, and this is comfort food to me.
yeah, and I'm showing this because this is what I love about it, the attention to detail, right? Look at the way this is sliced, super thin, and just enough of that, what we call that meat candy. As you gently warm it, it melts and creates that juice and that flavor with the corned beef. So you get that full, rich brisket flavor, and then that nice, moist, juicy release of that meat candy, that gentle amount of fat in there. It's so delicious.
It melts in your mouth. It's not overly salted, but it is definitely savory.
I'd say 100%.
And you can dress this up however you want, but you're getting all the fixins to really hit the ground running. Or if you just want to keep it clean like this with the corned beef, the brown mustard, and the rye bread, that bread is killer.
Oh my gosh,
This
I
is
can't
where
stop
you do
eating
it.
this.
No, I can't either. It's a real problem. It's last call. It's M96177, $22. Trust me on this one. It's really good. Don't wait. Oh my, let's just hang out here.
Let's just eat.
And let's just eat. That's fine.
I love it.
Thanks, Rick.
Thank you.
Hey, don't